Hey everyone, what's up? It's Macy, and today I am going to be doing the DCP tag. For those of you who don't know, DCP stands for the Disney College Program. I actually did that here in Orlando, Florida at Walt Disney World, and it was so much fun and I miss it every single day, and it introduced me to some of the best people I've ever met in my life. And one of those people, her name is Bailey, and she also has a YouTube channel. We met working in Tomorrowland together, and this is actually a collab with her, and you should go watch her video. I will have the link down below, or you can click anywhere on the screen right now and go watch it. She is great. She loves Hamilton like I do. She's terrified of fur characters. I miss her every day, and she'll be back in October, and I'm so excited to see her. For now, I'm just going to answer some questions, and if you want to hear her answers to these questions, go over and check her out after this video. What year did you do the DCP? I did my college program Spring Advantage 2017, so I was January 30th to August 3rd. Were you in Florida or California? Florida. What was your role and location? So my role was merchandise. When I first was coming into the program, and like a few days before you get here, they tell you where you're gonna be. My original location was Typhoon Lagoon, which is the water park, but we were closed for refurbishment. So for a month and a half, I was put in Tomorrowland at Magic Kingdom, and then after we reopened, I transferred over to Typhoon. So I got to work two places, which was actually really cool. What do you miss about DCP? Honestly, I miss so much. I miss being able to go to the parks whenever I wanted. Not everyone can just say that. I miss making magic. I could make a whole entire video on magical moments that I did. I miss Alexa. Alexa was my best friend that I met at Typhoon. She is one of the most amazing people ever. We got so close, and like we were the only two CPs for a while. I miss her every day. She was like my older sister, like my best friend. Like she was like my partner in crime. She did all the crime and I was like the holy angel one, but I miss her. I miss all of my friends that I made. Like, don't make friends on your CP because they will go away and it will be the hardest goodbye you've ever had to make. I miss like the experience. Like I miss the whole thing. Like I miss the guests. I miss watching fireworks, and when Wishes was still Wishes. When I worked in Tomorrowland, I loved working outside at the carts while Wishes was playing. Like that was one of my favorite things. Like I loved working Zone 2 in Tomorrowland when Wishes was playing and you were working at Ursa's and you got to sit. I miss a lot of it. I miss Festival of the Lion King. I miss Everest. I'm really sad now. How many times did you visit the park? Honestly, a lot. My favorite park was Animal Kingdom, but I loved going to Studios for the rides. My least favorite park was Epcot, so I didn't go there that much. I like lived at Magic Kingdom. I went as many times as I could. I had never been to Disney prior, so I would go all the time. After working 50 to 60 hours a week and you only had one off day, sometimes I didn't want to go on my off days, but sometimes I pushed myself to, so I would at least go 2 or 3 times a week. Towards the end of my CP, like the last few months, it was more like once every other week or twice every other week, but I went a lot. What is your favorite ride? I don't think I have one favorite, but I could do one at each park. Magic Kingdom, for sure, Space Mountain. Animal Kingdom, Everest. Hollywood Studios, Rock and Roller Coaster. And Epcot, Soarin'. Where is your favorite place to eat? Boma. Breakfast for Boma is my favorite. It's a buffet with our discount. It was like 20 bucks. It's all you can eat. I love breakfast. I love buffets. It was really good. My favorite place. What is your best memory during the DCP? Honestly, some of my best memories were guest interactions when I made magic. I have so many stories, like so many magical moment stories. Like if you guys want to hear about those, you should totally let me know, or else this video is literally going to be like 2 hours long because I have so many guest experience stories. I loved making guests happy. It was honestly my favorite thing. I can't do that at any other job ever, so I miss it. But I also really liked hanging out with like my Tomorrowland friends outside of work, like when we would get off super late and we would all go hang out. Where one time all of us went to Frogs, which is like a nightclub, and it was crazy, but it was really fun. I loved working this event at Typhoon Lagoon. It was called Riptide. I don't know if it was like an organization, but it was like a primarily LGBT party, so it was super fun. It lasted till like 1 a.m. I saw a lot of things that night. It was held on Disney property, but we were not allowed to sell anything but merchandise. Like we couldn't sell our own food or drinks because they like hired like their own personal like caterers and stuff, so we were just there to host it. But like it was not Disney, and it was at a Disney place, and it was crazy, and it was a lot of things I didn't want to see on people and a lot of like drugs. It was just crazy. That was really fun though. Who is your favorite character? My favorite character is Stitch. I don't know why, but I love Stitch. And when I worked at Typhoon, Stitch was one of the characters that did meet and greet right in front of the shop. So on days that he was bored, he would literally come in the store and like make a mess or like bring things up on the register. Shout out to Danielle for making this for me. I also spent $12 on a Stitch fidget spinner because I hate myself, but it's Stitch, so you know, you gotta do it. And last, would you work for Disney again? If Disney called me right now and said, hey, we need you to come work, but we don't have enough money to pay you, I would say yes in a heartbeat. Like, I loved going to Typhoon. Honestly, not gonna lie, hated it at first because I was working in the busiest land and the busiest park in Tomorrowland. If you guys haven't been to Disney, that's a super busy park. Super busy park. Like, that's like, you don't feel like you're at Disney until you go to Magic Kingdom. Like, Magic Kingdom is like everyone's favorite. I was devastated knowing that I had to go to Typhoon. Like, I remember the day that the training people were like walking around because there was like 25 of us who were leaving to the water parks, and people were like, oh, like they've been looking for you, and I'm like, I don't want them to find me. And then when they found me, they were like, here you go, and I was like, thanks. And they were looking at me like, you don't want to go, do you? And I was like, not really. I didn't like it at first. It was so slow. The staff though was amazing. Like, the leadership and like the intimacy between us was like really cool because like in Tomorrowland, I'm pretty sure maybe like 2 or 3 leaders know my name there, but like in Typhoon, everyone knows who you are. You get super close with everyone. Like, it's a lot more fun. It's a lot more personal. I loved how small staff we were. It was just like my home. Like, I loved being there. I loved my leaders. Like, I was so sad to leave my leaders. Like, my favorite leader, her name is Bruna. She's my favorite person ever. I miss Disney, and if you are thinking about doing the Disney college program and you're hesitant, don't be. Do it. Whether you're in your first semester of college or you're waiting until you graduate college, it's an amazing experience, and if you've never experienced Disney before, this is a good way to do it. It's a good way to meet people, a good way to network, and it's a good way to just have fun. If you guys have any questions about DCP, comment them below and I can try answering them. If I get a lot of questions, maybe I'll make another video, or if you guys have like something you want to know, like how it works, like housing, like traditions, all that stuff. If you have no idea what I'm talking about and you're going to Disney, like I had no idea what any of this was. Like, I've never been to Disney before. I've never been to Orlando. I had never done any of this, so I was like so new to doing all of it. It was super scary, but I got through it. I'm a Disney pro now and I miss it. If you guys like this video, you should totally give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and you really need to go watch Bailey's video because she is the cutest thing ever. Tell her that Macy said hi. Have a magical day, and I'll see you guys soon.